Like I
This
just
conference
saw
will now be recorded.
what differences it makes. Like I
Okay.
did each
So
one
you
individually.
understand the concept, or still you have
Yeah,
any question on this?
most of them I understand.
Most
I
of them you
think
understand, right?
yeah, I think the only one I don't understand for some like
Mm-hmm.
uh it was actually hover or after and hover. Like I know this one's the only one with two um colons.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So that that we can check, no issues. So we have a
Okay.
after and we have a before also. But hover is
Mm-hmm.
it very it's very straightforward, no? So yesterday also
Yeah, hover is
we saw
straightforward. It's
some.
just yeah, it's just
Hmm.
how do I write it in the code was actually the issue I was having.
Okay, just show me that where you felt that issue when you
Yeah.
work with the hover.
So I don't know if I kept it. Like, do I do yeah a um yeah? So I did link, but I was
Mm-hmm.
did I do that correctly? Like, would I put it a here so it's
Mm-hmm.
inside? But when I did the
Okay.
check
So
it.
no, no, hold on. Can you go back? Can you go back to that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in line number 31, right? So
Mm-hmm.
usually when we have a anchor tag and H1 tag, right? So what is the
Yeah.
best practice? I'll tell you. Okay. Instead of
Okay.
writing H1 in between anchor tag,
Mm-hmm.
writing anchor tag between the H1 is the correct approach.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Because when you compare with the heading one we have, right? So yeah. So in internal heading one, you can apply anchor tag.
Okay.
So that if you want to modify something, so you can write straight away like that, H1 space A instead of A space H1.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah. So okay. Now you can ask me the question. What is that? So you applied already hover anywhere?
Not hover, but link. I think I was like changing between link and hover, but it wasn't working.
Okay. So you okay. Now what is your question? So you don't understand how
Like,
link is really
uh,
working?
no, it just didn't work when I did it. Wait, which one was it? Uh, heading. Like when I hover over it, nothing happens.
Okay. So
Or
okay. One second. One second. We'll go one by one. Okay.
mhm.
Now you tell me. So which one you want to hover?
The first heading one.
Okay,
Like
the first heading one, right?
uh-huh.
Okay.
Saving
Okay.
it.
Hmm.
Okay.
You got it now.
Yeah,
Hmm. Okay. So anything else?
that's all. And oh yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
Hmm. Hmm.
The why does this one have two?
Yeah. Okay. We'll discuss separately this after because we have a one more as well. Before also we have, not
Yeah,
just after. Like how you
yeah.
written after, right? In the same way we have a before also. I think that is not mentioned in the 30 selectors. It seems. We'll discuss this point, before and after together in in one of the session. But you just make
Okay.
a note of them that you can remind me. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that we'll
Okay,
we'll focus on that. Okay,
got
yeah.
it. Mm.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen.
I feel like I still need to practice connecting, like knowing when it's a class, when to use selector, like all that.
Sorry, I didn't get that. Okay, can you repeat that? What you're saying?
Like I feel like I need to practice in a actual website to understand like the differences between class selectors and um
Yeah, class selector and ID selector, right?
yeah, yeah.
You understand that, what is the difference?
Yeah, I understand now, but I feel like having actual practice could help.
Yeah, I mean that is not actually a big deal, to find like a difference between them. But what I suggested you yesterday, as long as you build, you build more web layouts like this, right? At
Mm,
least you should make a plan like this, okay? So you have a 3 days of time, okay? I mean, to instead of that, let me tell you in a different way. So you have to complete a layout within the 3 days. So
mm,
pick one layout and try to put all your efforts and try to complete it within the 3 days. So the
okay.
target per week you have to complete 2 home pages. You can take any other website as reference.
Mm,
Okay, so at least if you focus 2 of them in a week, okay, within a month you can complete 8. Then
mm,
you don't ask me, what is the task for the next month. By that time, you definitely 110% you will get all the entire knowledge and you will get a confidence as well. Because
okay.
building like 7 or 8 web pages, like a home pages, okay, it's not
Mm-hmm.
easy thing. When you are practicing in this aggressive way, obviously from the second month onwards, whenever whenever you see some something in the web page, straight away you will just go for inspect element and you can check that, what are the properties and how that they have written on that. You can only,
Yeah.
I mean, yourself itself, you can just go and check how they have written on all, because by the time you'll get a clarity, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So you just no need to go for any of the tutorials. But
Okay.
pick any of that 8 templates in a month. So 8 should be different. So but we did not started yet that bootstrap thing and all, right? Once
Mm-hmm.
we have a clear picture on bootstrap it, then I'll tell you like how you need to pick the templates also
Mm,
for a practice purpose also. Because once you get that how the properties and elements are behaving, okay, then you can focus on the template. But still you are in a stage of learning the properties and how they are their actual behavior, right?
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now you are, as per me, if you now only focus on the elements and properties and all, right, then you can
Mm-hmm.
start making the web pages, at least home pages. Okay, let's get started. So in index.html, let us remove all this. Okay, we do not have anything. Let us build this footer. Okay, I think this is one, right? Sweetgreen.com. Okay, so we have this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you observe how you need to define, I mean, how you need to understand the layout, not just this layout, whatever the web page that you are accessing. First of all, in your mind only, like how you are going to create that the Figma links, right? In the same way, you have to divide the columns, rows, whenever you see a layout in your mind only. Okay, let us
Mm,
say example, if you see layout, right? Okay, there is some partition here. There is a 2 columns here, right? One is this entire
mm-hmm.
column for this all this menu, and this is that another column which for a copyright. And if you see this column again, there is a 4 sub columns, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
right? In the same way only you have to think. So as long as you start thinking about dividing the layout in rows and columns and sections, right? So obviously it will be easy for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, now
Yeah.
let us see. So we found there are 2 things here, right? Right. So let me. This is the footer thing that we have. So the first thing that I'm going to do is, I think for footer we gave some height, I believe. Yeah, height 200% pixels. So it is not required. because based on the content only it has to increase. Okay, so now two divs I'm taking here. One is for this and second one is for this div.
For which one? Sorry.
One div for this entire content
Mm,
left area and second div for
uh-huh.
this one.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put one class here, footer navigation. Okay, I think this is misspelling. Footer. Okay, so for second one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one class, copyright.
Mm,
Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a classes for it. So here, I mean, in this way also we can do that, like creating a separate class, or else we can do one more thing also. I think, I mean, we are practicing that selectors, right? In this also, like this also it will work. Okay, because we are
mm-hmm.
targeting this footer navigation, which is part of within the footer only. If you write like this, okay, so now okay, we'll tell you one thing. Okay,
Mm,
copy this and paste here. Now you tell me what is the difference between these two? Those will be work in the same way or in a different way?
different.
Right? Different way. Okay, how what is the difference?
It would be like it will only the first one will only take the footer navigation that's under the footer,
Mm-hmm.
and then for the bottom one, it will do all of them. Like,
Exactly, you're right. Absolutely. So we can do any one of them. Okay.
hmm
So footer navigation, we create one class, and when it comes to copyrights, we are going to create a one more class here. Okay. So this is the
hmm
best practice, which I used to do. Okay, because what I'll do first, either I'll create a classes here or I'll just define the classes. And I'm not going to write any properties, because
mm,
if I start writing properties, I cannot imagine what is the output.
yeah.
Okay, it is very difficult to to imagine the output, how it behaves actually. We don't know, right? So what I'll do instead of that, so I'll save all of them and I'll come to this page. Then only here only I can. Okay, wait, what happened? Okay, this footer we have width, that is fine. Within the footer, we have footer navigation and copyright. Okay, first let us see, there is some padding on it. Okay, from top and bottom. For this footer, I'm going to add padding. Okay, did we have any left and right? Okay, so first of all, we need to do one more in internal div also
Padding.
we need, because we need that width, right? Yeah,
Oh
let
yeah.
me do one thing. Div class is equal to inner footer. Okay, so this the main. So you should understand the code structure also, how I'm creating the layout and all.
hmm
So now if you see, this is the parent, child. In that we have two childs.
Yeah.
The structure very important. So why I have written inner footer, because for this content purpose, this footer anyhow I have for 100% width, and within
Mm,
that 100% I need a proper width, and it should be center aligned, right? That, so how we maintain for others in the same way, right? So let
hmm
me write inner footer as well. Dot inner footer. Okay, now let us save everything together. And when it comes to footer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a padding 20 pixels space 0. And if you see, we have a padding, right?
mm, yeah.
Later we can, yeah, later we can increase that. and we have a inner footer. What I'm going to do is, what is the width that we gave for all of them? Maximum width for a content. Okay,
One
1368.
thirty. 13.
1368, right?
Yeah.
For inner footer, what I'm going to do is width 1368 px, then to make center alignment margin 0 auto. So 0 for top and bottom, auto is for left and right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now let us copy this property here and paste in our CSS file. This is for inner footer, and when it comes to footer, we have added a padding. Oh, here. Okay. Now when it comes to HTML, this footer navigation, what I want to do here is, okay, so there is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4
Mm-hmm.
again divs here. Convert them as a divs. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right div. Let us copy, paste, paste, paste. 4 divs. In 4
Mm-hmm.
divs, we have some sort of heading here, right?
Yeah.
So what
So
I'm going
for
to do is, okay, first I'll remove the extra one. Then once I build the first one, I'll copy that.
hmm.
Okay. So
Yeah.
in the what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add something like H5 support plus services. This is only text only, nothing else. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We have all these menus and all, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now we are going to build list items and li into 5. Okay, this is the
Oh.
shortcut key.
Uh-huh.
If you want to make 5 LIs, just li into I, sorry, into number, whatever the number that you want to.
Can you do that for any element?
Sorry,
Or can you do
sorry.
that for any element?
Yeah, we can do that any element. Yeah. See,
Okay.
let us say in UL. Okay. No, technically we are not supposed to write any other elements. But if you make 50 into 5,
Mm.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 we have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Li into 5. When once you click the tab, right, you will get this.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what is that? Sweet green. Let us inspect first. Okay. What we can do instead of this, I think so. Let me Li into 5, and how it will give if I add a. Okay, no, I don't remember that. How even we can make that Li into 5 base a. No. No, fine. Let it be. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this sweetgreen.com. Okay, let me copy this, paste here. What is the second one? Sweet green shop. Copy here. Okay, let me first copy this same thing. Okay,
Mm.
sweet green shop. If you don't understand the concept, so that you can stop me in between, so that I'll stop. Okay.
Okay. I understand this
Yeah.
one so far.
Okay. Thanks. I'm taking here. Copy, paste, contact, copy here and paste here. So right now we don't know what is the links for it. Like href is stands for a hyperreference.
Yeah.
Wherever I mean, when you click on the sweetgreen.com, wherever it it will go, right. I mean the
Yeah.
destination link. Okay, the link we have to provide here, but Right now we do not have any links, so temporarily we can add a hash here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now we see we have a ULs, and within the UL we have ls and all. Okay. Now
Mm-hmm.
let us save this first. What is going to be happen? How it is going to work? Okay. Like this we
Mm.
got. Okay.
Yeah.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to footer navigation here, and I'm going to add a common classes as like uh, okay, let me add nav. Okay,
Mm.
so the same div only I'm going to what, how many we need? One,
Four.
two, three, four. Let me paste four. Okay, you're clear
Yeah.
so far? Yeah.
Yeah.
So now let us check this. Okay, how these are coming?
Because
One
it's a
one by one,
block.
one, one. Yeah, because div is
Yeah.
a block. Okay, fine, no issues.
Yeah.
Okay, now when it comes to this footer navigation, what we are going to do is, first of all, I'm going to make this footer navigation copyright also we need. Let me copy this copyright. I'm going to write like this. Instead of this,
Mm.
no, I'm going to add, like a P here within the. Okay, so we have a copyright symbol right here. We can copy this and we
Mm.
can paste also like this. Or else we have some what you say.
Special. Special.
Uh, yeah, the special character. I think it's and COPY. I think so. Yeah, if you make this, let us find in. Let me reload this. Yeah, we got
Mm.
this right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a special characters one. Okay, so now we got everything. First, what we have to do is we have a inner footer where it is center aligned. In that inner footer, we need to make sure footer navigation should occupy almost 80 or 90%, and then the remaining 10% or 15% will give for a copyright. First, let us apply display flex for inner footer. Display flex, right? Now, if you see display flex for a inner footer, you can see now footer navigation is coming and copyright both are coming side by side. If you add a flex here, right?
Yeah.
You observe that? Okay. So
Yeah.
whenever you add a display flex, right, even in the inspect element also you can able to see flex here.
Mm-hmm.
And when you select the flex, it will show you like what is the entire space for a flex when you
Mm.
select this. Okay.
So would you have
Now,
to do inline block
sorry.
for the left side? Would you have to do inline block?
Yeah, we can try that as well.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, see, that's the reason, I told you initially float, right? Still, we can
Yeah.
achieve this. We can achieve with this float left. We can achieve this with display inline block for both of them. We can not make this with display flex also. So now, what is the best? I mean, if you remember, I told you one statement that I will explain all the scenarios and finally I'll suggest you like what is the best and what is the industry approach,
Mm.
right? So
Okay.
majority of the cases we use only display flex only, so that it will be very easy if you touch the display flex, right? So it will be
Yeah.
very easy. You can make in a good position, like wherever the element is, wherever you want to push that element. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you give a display flex, as I told you, you will get this option.
Yeah, that's what
Open
I was
flex box
thinking.
open, so you will get all these options. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that justify content. Sorry, like this. What is this? Space between. So if you see that justify content space between. So it is only going to be aligned in the same way. I did not
Mm.
write like what how much right it should be aligned or how much left it is. If I write justify content straight away, so this is the entire place. In this entire place, if you write a justify content space between, right? So the left one will be the left one will start from the left and right one will align to right only towards to right.
Mm.
Okay, so now this is what we did display flex and justify content for a inner footer. Where is the inner footer? Here only. Okay, now when you see footer navigation, now I mean dividing these two footer navigation and copyright is done, right? Now what we need
Mm.
is within the footer navigation, again we need to see each and every div side by side. Now we need to give display flex for footer navigation too. Display flex. Now everything will come side by side.
Mm. Yeah.
Darshana, you're following?
Yeah.
Any question?
No question. You just
Okay.
like
Now if you
I think afterwards. Oh, afterwards you just put space in between. Like you can do even spacing, right?
yeah, that we can do here. Based on this, what is the best option to give that? Okay. Like we have a number
Mm.
of options like center, flex start.
Space.
Okay. So the point is
Yeah.
when we do not have we need to mention the width as well here because the
Yeah.
total width is this much only. So
Hmm.
I think by default it is this only, and this one also this. Okay, flex basis is what it is going to do auto. Okay, let us write width only then. Width 75 percentage. Yeah, when we give a
Mm.
75 percentage, then in such a case, space in the instead of around we can give the space between.
Mm.
Okay. If you think
Yeah.
that it is occupying more space, then you can make it very less,
Mm.
like a 60 or 65, something like this. Okay, let
Mm.
us go with 65 now. So let me make that flex navigation, sorry, footer navigation. Okay,
Mm.
let me save
Okay.
this. Any question so far?
No questions. It makes sense.
Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do few changes. Like I'm going to write this one, and when it comes to h5, as we have h5 in each and every nav, so I'm going to write one common class where footer navigation and we have a nav, and
Oh,
after that we have a h5.
yeah.
Okay, so now if you write a class for h5, we need to write it four times, like
Yeah.
here and there. So instead of that, we can do footer navigation. Where is the footer navigation? Yeah, within the footer navigation, nav dot nav h5.
H.
Okay, let us save
Mm-hmm.
this. Excuse me. Now when I come to this, we have a h5, font size 18 pixels, font family Tahoma, mm, margin bottom 20 pixels,
Mm.
and font weight normal only.
Mm.
Okay, how about the sans serif? Yeah, we'll try the sans serif. Okay,
Okay.
okay. I mean, here it is very less compared to this. Let me
Yeah.
make this. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
like this. Okay.
And 60. Yeah.
Now copy this, paste here. Now we are good with it, right? So now you can change the headings and all. Now if you have this, right? So that I'm not going to change any content now. Now you understand, right? Like how to change that.
Yeah. That I can.
That you yeah. So that padding also for footer I'm going to make as a 40,
Now, how
right?
do you change? The bullet points,
Yeah, I'm
the
coming to that
links.
point. Yeah. Okay. So when we have this list items, by default, the list item, if you see this marker is going to be added. So this dot will come by default. Okay. So now what I'm
Mm,
going to do is I'm going to first of all align this entire ULs. Okay, because if you see this, it okay, I mean it is coming straight away, no issues.
mm,
Simply we can remove this. Okay, now
mm.
if you see for each div also we have same structure, right? So now what I'm going to do is let me copy this, paste here instead of h file, let me make ul, and for ul what I'm going to do is let me save this, and let's when we check this, select ul list style none. Okay,
Mm.
so
Okay.
this list style what we got initially, this one, the dots, right? So this list
Mm-hmm.
style we can do, we have a lot of options here. If you make this, see, when you put that auto, it will come like, this one, Bengali, Cambodian,
Mm.
circles, all these styles we are getting, right?
Yeah.
Romans as well. But we don't need anything. Okay, so I'm
Mm.
going to put value as none, right? Yeah, so now
Yeah.
if you see, it is none. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add style none. Let us save this. And if you see, there is a gap between the links, right? And when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to each and every link, we have listed in li element. So now what we need to do is we need to target li now, which is there in ul. Let me copy this and paste. Now I'm going to target ul li.
How long can it go?
Yeah, it can be
Like,
anything. There's
okay.
no restriction. Yeah, there is no restriction as per the code structure only.
Okay.
Okay, but definitely max to maybe there is one more thing. Okay, in general case that is purely our choice. Okay, see what we can do is like this also we can manage, right? Now ULLI
Yeah.
is still same,
Mm-hmm.
but we are only focusing on that. Everything should be an under footer navigation.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the actual CSS we are writing like this. Okay, but we have a CSS processors. Okay, like SCSS, SCSS, and that we can cover that topic. But how you are going to write, in a different way. Like we no need to no need to write this footer navigation every time. Okay, so let me
Yeah.
copy this and I'll show you in
Oh,
Notepad++
just
how
the.
it is going to work. So
Uh-huh.
so focus on this, how I'm going to write this. So like this also we can write.
Oh.
See,
Oh.
now there
Yeah.
is
Now I get it.
no, so now
Makes sense.
within the footer navigation, I'm targeting nav, and again
Mm-hmm.
within the nav,
And
I'm targeting HY, and again within the nav only, I'm targeting that UL, and again within the UL, I'm targeting. This is actually one kind of structure, but this structure won't support in regular CSS. We
mm.
need enough CSS processor setup and all, then only it will work.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. But this
Yeah.
is the way of style. Okay, so now we are going to target on UL. save it. So when you focus on AI, you can able to see this, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a line height 22 pixels. I can give the small gap for it, right? If you
Mm.
see,
Yeah.
as long as I
That's,
increase. Okay, or else if I write in a margin bottom also
yeah.
by five pixels, like this also we can write.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah.
and if you see by default we are getting that when you hover on this we are getting that underline. Why? Because somewhere we have written by default anchor tag when we hover on this, right? Text
Oh.
decoration. We did that already, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So in such a case, we no need to mention, we no need to write again. But let us say if you hover on this, let us say there is a requirement. If you hover on this, you don't need this underline here.
Mm.
Okay, you just simply need to change the color. You don't need an underline. That is also we can handle that. Okay, so first let us focus on I margin bottom. So now we've only focused on I only. Now what we are going to do is we are going to focus on anchor tag within the li, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
so in such a scenario, how we gonna handle that? We can change the color or we don't need any color, right? For example, you need same
Mm-hmm.
color, but when you hover on this, right? When you
Mm-hmm.
hover, you don't need text decoration, none. Now save it and see.
No
If you
hover.
see,
Yeah.
no
Mm.
hover. When you hover on this, there is no. So you can change the color here.
Can we make it
Color.
bold?
Okay, you want me to put bold?
Yeah.
Okay. So font weight, bold. And instead of 5, let me make it 8.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. Hmm.
you got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we are left with only this one. So it's a very simple thing. We can there is a what is the element here? Paragraph under this copyright. So we can write copyright space. We don't need anything for copyright. Okay. So straight away what I'm going to do is I'm going to write P and save it and just refresh it. P. You can write font family sans serif. That's it.
Mm.
You understand?
Oh, yeah. That was easy.
Now you feel comfortable, like this is
Yeah.
something you can handle that.
Mm. Yeah, I can handle this.
Yeah. So this is how that the text and all will come.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now let us focus on this area.
Mm.
We were pending with this right since long time.
Yeah.
Okay. I think looks like it is not a big complicated, right? This you can
It's
also
I
build like
actually I did it
hmm?
myself. I just couldn't do the dollar threes thing.
I mean you got this or you want me to build this?
I did get it myself, so that's
Okay.
fine.
Okay. So
Yeah.
maybe the only thing is this kind of shadow you won't get it.
Oh, the only yeah, I think the only I had to like do it differently, but the spacing in between get $3 off and upgrade now, is there a way
Okay.
to do that
Yes, let me
other
let
than
me make it. Where is this? Welcome area. No, upgrade area, right?
hmm
Okay, so we have okay, let me type this. Okay, let me put paragraph here, okay?
hmm
Get space $3 of
upgrade
daily
with
with
sweet
sweet pasa
pass yeah pass
pass plus dot, right?
yeah
And after this, what we have is we have upgrade now. Let me put that one anchor tag. Upgrade now. Space now. Okay, we have this one also, right? You need this one also.
Yeah.
I think this is image, right? Let us check that copy image address whether we are going to get image or not. No, this background only
That's
we
the
are
issue.
getting actually.
I tried looking through the inspect, but I couldn't.
Somewhere other one they definitely they will write in a different way maybe. This is we have here. Okay, this is the SVG end of the day.
Mm,
Edit as HTML. Copy this. I think the same way we did that this sweet green
yeah,
also, right? Somewhere
yeah, the
this
logo.
SVG only. So now what I'm going to do here is in upgrade area, right? We definitely needed two divs here. One is for left one and
Mm-hmm.
second one is for right. Right.
Mm,
Div. In the second div, I'm going to add that SVG and these two I will put in first div. Okay.
mm.
Let me save this now. Okay. Why that this dollar is not coming here? I don't know. Oh, this three for this three also they paid.
Oh yeah, I
Oh
was
my
gonna
god.
ask how do you put it. I was gonna ask how do you put an image on top of an image?
What?
I was gonna ask you before, like how do you put an image on top of an image?
Yeah, we can do that, no?
Mm.
That we can handle with that position absolutes.
Okay.
Okay, they really make this so much complicated it seems. But
Mm.
yeah, we'll get it done, no issue. Yeah,
And
tell
for
me.
position absolutes, wouldn't that be a problem for responsive design?
Not exact, not really. How you gonna handle for other properties in the same way only you have to handle it for position absolute. But the only thing is when you give it this other values, right? Like left, right, top, right. All these values will
Mm.
be definitely different from web to mobile. So you have to adjust that.
Okay.
That is the only case. Otherwise, there is no issue with the position absolute.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So now see
Mm.
we have this and copy. Okay, we have two divs, one div for this two and second div for this box. Now we need to put both of them side by side, right? The simply option we have for upgrade area, make display flex and justify content space between, right?
Yeah.
Clear? Yeah. So let
Yeah.
us copy these two, display flex and where is that? Upgrade area, right?
Mhm.
Now we got this. Hmm. Okay. Now for this paragraph, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one class to this parent. Class is sweet pass. Okay. Now I'm going to handle sweet pass space p, right?
Mhm.
Space p. Yeah. Now what I'm going to do is font size 14 pixels. Why the font is something is different. This
Yeah.
font is
I think it's because you set P to some other font.
sorry.
I think it's because you set P to another font, maybe
No, right?
like somewhere else.
Okay, let's make that font family. Yeah, sans serif. Uh, yeah, margin bottom 10 pixels. Okay,
Mm. Mm.
copy this and paste for this P. Let's reload this. Now, if you see, there is a bold for this $3 and off daily, right?
Yeah, that one I
So,
know.
what I'm going, huh?
Mm. No, I did that part.
Okay, so now we have a lot of options here, like where we
Mm-hmm.
can add a strong. Okay, first let's try with the strong. Okay,
Mm.
strong, strong is and till where till daily.
I just did
Strong
bold.
is make, yeah, strong is make the content bold. Paste this. Okay,
Oh,
there
you
is
did
some wrong.
span.
Hmm. Reload this. So now you will get. So if you have an element, right, you can
Mm-hmm.
apply like margin 0 5 pixels. So you can increase more,
Oh.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
you need to write a class for what we have written strong here, right? So just copy this and paste here. Strong is an element, and we don't need the top and zero margin. You need only left and right margin, right? Put
Mm-hmm.
margin 0.8. Reload this. Yes. Anything? So you can decrease or increase. I mean, I just gave a reference. Yeah, it's up to
Mm.
you how you gonna handle that. Maybe it is not that, not even 5 pixels. I think that approximately comes 3 pixels, I guess. Yeah.
I just did bold. Can you do the same thing for bold?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay.
Let me make instead of 8 3. Okay. Instead of strong, I'm going to make this bold here first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is actually showing white color. I don't know, but whether it is going to support it or not, I'm not sure. Bold. So no, no, I think we do not have any element as a bold. We have only B element. There is no
Yeah,
bold
B. I
element
meant
in this
B.
HTML.
Yeah.
B. Let me save this. See, same output. We
Same.
have B
Mm.
only. See, B only.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
And if you see, there is an underline for upgrade now, and I hope you know how to make that by default underline. When you select this anchor, where is this anchor? First of all, within the sweet pass only. So
Mm-hmm.
sweet pass, copy it, dot within the P. Okay, outside of the P. So let us make this only text decoration underline by default. Let's reload
Mm.
this. Right,
Mm-hmm.
and we have this one now, right? There is a
Yeah.
S3 here or $3. It is okay. It's a $3. First, this is very important. You just focus on it. So what I'm going to do is this is the div, right? Where we kept that
Yeah.
SVG. Within this div
Mm-hmm.
only, I'm going to add one element as a span, and I'm going to make that $3. Okay, let us save this, and we have a $3 here, right? So now what
Yeah.
I'm going to do is I'm making this SVG here, and we have a span here. Now for
Mm-hmm.
this span, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make position absolute.
Mm.
Okay, and whatever the parent element we have for both of them is div only. I'm going to make it as position relative,
Wait,
and
was the
then I
absolute
will. Hmm?
was the absolute for the $3 or for the
Yeah,
image?
position absolute for $3, And
Mm-hmm.
now we are just stopping that whenever I mean I told you, right, whenever we talk that position absolute, it will talk to the browser only, wherever the
Mm.
element it is. To stop that, what we have to do is we have to make sure to add the relative for the parent element.
Mm.
Okay, so now I'm going to change the position of this absolute one, okay, this div. Okay, what I'm going to do is left 0, so it will start exactly here if you make this, because it is within the position only it is there.
Mm.
Left, I'm making 15 pixels, and top I'm adding 15 pixels. And after that, what I'm going to do is font family, sans serif, font weight, bold. Yep, we do not have a bold. Let me make it as a normal, but if you have a good font, obviously it will become normal only.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
what we did everything for a span, right? So what we did for this div, okay, there is no class so far it, right? So we can add one class to it. What we can give dollar hyphen svg. So let us give one class for it, dollar hyphen svg, and we have a position relative for dollar hyphen svg, position relative, and within the dollar hyphen svg we have a span, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're following?
Yeah.
Okay, so for this span, I'm going to copy all of them, paste it, let us save it, right? So for
Mm-hmm.
font family, we are actually making font family sans serif majority of the times, right? Like this font families. See, let us see how many times we have used it. 5 times, same font.
Mm.
Instead of
Mm.
writing, in individual, what we can do, let us copy this, and we can, if you put something here, right, it will work for
Mm-hmm.
entire body. You don't need to, no need to write, in different cases. I'm going to remove here, remove here, remove here, here as well, here as well. Let us save this and reload this page. So you won't get any difference because we gave already sans serif to the body.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Any question?
No, everything made sense.
Okay. I think we can stop here. Okay. I think we
Mm-hmm.
covered the few of the things. So the only pending is we have like uh, making something on the image, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This we can discuss tomorrow. The same
Okay.
way how I made the S3 here, right?
Yeah,
Let's
absolute
assume
position.
instead of SVG, let's assume it is a image only.
Mm.
Okay, so now you can create like one paragraph for this or H1 for this, and for this also you can create a one div and all. So you can
Mm.
play with position absolutes, like just a positions only, left 0, right 0. You can try it out, but if you are not getting, then that is okay. We can look into that tomorrow also, no issue.
Okay.
Okay. I think we covered all
Mm-hmm.
of them, right? Almost.
Yeah, almost done.
Yeah. So yeah. So tomorrow, yeah. If we finish this, that is fine. Otherwise, we'll complete this as well. So then after we'll focus on form elements, HTML form elements, like how
Mm.
input fields, but checkboxes, radio buttons. Okay,
Okay.
and we'll follow the same thing. Okay.
Okay.
Chalo
Yeah.
then. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
Bye.